For being with us tonight. Well, 8 on your sides, Melissa Marino was there at that site today. And Melissa, this looks like an alien crater. You got up pretty closely to it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how close they allowed us to get. I stood there at the top of the gyp stack, 200 feet high. This hole looks like a crater. It is a crater, but one that's contaminated.
Images captured by News Channel 8 cameras. The first glimpse up close within feet of the massive contaminated sinkhole.
That's a plasticizer type material.
Mosaic taking 8 on your side on a hard hat tour on the ground to see the sinkhole and the work being done to fill it.
We have approximately 85 contractors here at all times.
Well, believe it or not, where I am standing right now was once full of water. We are talking 215 million gallons. That contaminated water all went right down into that sinkhole.
It goes all the way down through the limestone into the Florida aquifer.
How deep are we talking?
The Florida aquifer in this level is of 500 plus feet.
Deep enough that Mosaic built its own cement factory right on top of the gyp stack. How much will it take to fill? No one knows.
And we're going to be pumping high pressure grout to seal the confining layer below this gyp stack and stop the water flow.
Until then, contaminated water can still leak into the aquifer. Company officials tell 8 on your side they are keeping that contaminated water contained on site.
Our well is located to the west, so it's actually pulling it up the well and being used in our process.
The goal is to have the sinkhole sealed by the rainy season in early June.
Well, Mosaic is still testing wells. 80-plus wells have come back contaminated. The company, however, says it is not from the sinkhole. So I'm going to bring in senior investigative reporter Steve Andrews now. He broke the story. We've been following it. Steve, what do you think about this contamination? What have you learned?
Well, you know, Mosaic contends that its recovery well is keeping that contaminated plume on site. But you know what? I have not personally seen any data to confirm that. Now, testing shows, as Melissa said, 84 homeowners' wells do not meet drinking water standards. Mosaic and the state contend that has nothing to do with sinkhole contamination. Now, I have learned, as a precaution, that Tampa Bay Water is still not pumping drinking water from wells in the easternmost part of Hillsborough County, which isn't far from the sinkhole. Now, Mosaic and the state kept this environmental disaster a secret for 3 weeks. And I think because of that, there is always going to be an element of doubt in some people's minds as to whether or not we're getting the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Understandably.
Sure.
Well, thank you. And of course, this is something you and I will keep following.
Sure.
And Josh, back to you.
All right. Thanks to you.